Chronic back pain ruins your life at several different levels at the same time. Not only will you feel horrible, but also at times you will look horrible and ridiculous too. One of the ways in which back pain will bring needless humiliation and you looking like a dork in your life, it will introduce that component in the way of orthopedic shoes. This solution may or may not be presented to you, you may or may not accept it, you may or may not see results from it. You probably won't, if I'm being completely honest. But let's not jump to conclusions here, let's explore this topic in depth, which in 2025 and beyond means a 7-minute video. I will share my story, my experience, and my opinion about orthopedic shoes and how you should go about approaching this issue. Before we get into it, I'm not a doctor, I'm not your doctor. This can't be considered medical advice. I am just someone who has a lot of experience with back pain. I went through 10 years of really suffering with a lot of intense pain. Pretty much everything the doctors told me I should do didn't help. In some cases, it ended up hurting me more than helping me. So I kind of know some things. And after 10 years of struggling with horrific back pain, right now I'm actually 2 years pretty much completely back pain free. My back almost never hurts anymore. So I do know a thing or two about back pain, and I think you can use at least my experience. Which brings me to the free book I wrote about back pain. This is a real actual book. I know probably nobody does that anymore in 2025, but this is not like some AI slop ChatGPT generated garbage. This is only my experience, 10 years of back pain and 2 years of being back pain free. What I learned, what works, what doesn't work, how you can use all of this experience and not repeat the mistakes I made and craft a plan that's going to work for your case. Check out the free book, links in the pinned comment or description, and orthopedic shoes for back pain, for chronic back pain. What's going on here? Let's do this. So, a physiotherapist I originally worked with recommended me I try orthopedic shoes. As far as I'm aware, orthopedic shoes can be custom made for you. The soles can be like crafted to fit your feet and maybe address like some particular serious issues that you're having. The doctors never really told me like that's something I should worry about. I was also like very athletic. I was very much into sports pretty much my entire life, and you know that was not something that I've been ever concerned with. Maybe that had like something to do with my initial back pain injury, I don't know. But when it comes to like orthopedic devices, orthopedic shoes, nobody really recommended me, I try some shoes for scoliosis in particular. The shoes I got recommended were, kind of like to generally improve posture, and the expectation was that's gonna help with my chronic back pain. But my point is, I didn't get like custom-made orthopedic shoes. I just got generic but pretty popular and, widely used orthopedic shoes. They're supposed to help with a lot of issues related to chronic back pain, and also like postural problems, scoliosis, flat feet, stuff like that. So I got these huge shoes. The soles were really big. It looked like a shoe that Kanye West used to design at one point, I believe. And interestingly enough, like I think maybe the first time I tried them on, I kind of felt different. The way I walked somehow felt easier, I think. But that didn't really last. The initial comfort disappeared almost immediately. After a few hours, it was just like I kind of walked in my regular shoes. And I wore these shoes for 2 months. I hated them. They were difficult to walk in. You don't have a lot of balance. It was difficult for me to keep my balance. And more importantly, they didn't help my back pain. Like they did nothing for it. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And I think one of the main reasons why that happened is because, as you will probably hear me say in other videos, this is a common theme that I believe rings true for a lot of people. Doctors are very frequently not even addressing like the actual root cause of chronic back pain. It's not posture. Posture may play some role, it might play a minor role, but I've noticed like I've had periods like where my posture has been like flawless, beautiful, and my back pain is not correlated with that. Like it doesn't necessarily diminish. Maybe I have like good and bad days, but it's not exactly like a one-to-one correlation. And also I have like periods where my posture is like absolutely horrific. Even in those days, I still have like days when my back doesn't hurt. So I'm not sure like how related is this. I'm sure it plays like some role. I'm sure like if you have like perfect posture all of the time, your back will hurt less. But I honestly believe like this is not the actual most important root cause, mostly because, well, it kind of healed my back pain without necessarily improving my posture a ton. I focused on other things, things that I believe are much more important. If you want to know what those are, I think a relevant video going into depth on those topics should appear here. But posture is, I wouldn't say ignore it completely, but I don't think this is like the solution you should be focusing on. In any case, I still wouldn't completely discourage you from experimenting with orthopedic shoes. It makes sense to me that footwear is important for at least for posture, since that kind of plays a role probably at least to some degree in back pain. I guess it can be beneficial. And personally, maybe I didn't get like the proper shoes. Maybe I should have gotten like some custom made or even more hardcore orthopedic shoes, which look even more hideous. Just because they didn't do a lot for me, I wouldn't discourage you from trying this option, especially if like a doctor or a specialist or an orthopedist like recommends this, because maybe this is gonna be like what ends up working for you. Although, if I'm being completely honest, I think this is not it. And also in general, when it comes to like overcoming pretty much any problems related to your spine and musculature and your posture for that matter, I don't think getting support is the right way to go long term. Like, sure, if you're struggling a lot, if you're going through like very difficult periods, definitely like you should get supportive devices like orthopedic shoes. But the way forward long term, I think, is actually strengthening and teaching your body how to be correctly aligned and positioned the entire time through exercise, through gaining more power, more strength. That's the right answer here. While we're on the subject of shoes, I've found that like kind of like medium hard soles on my shoes probably work the best for me. But at the same time, honestly, like this is one area where I should probably experiment more, because in general, pretty much about everything, I think we should try and live as closely as we can to the way like our ancestors lived, like maybe 200 or 300,000 years ago, which means we shouldn't provide like a lot of soft support for our feet. I'm not saying like we should all run around barefoot. I mean, I don't want to like step on a needle or something. But super soft shoes, like, I don't know, maybe it's not the best solution. Again, like orthopedic shoes, I'm not sure that's gonna really do a lot for you. Give them a shot if you feel like it's something that's worth exploring. If your doctor says you should try it, like, yeah, probably try it. If they end up like not helping you a ton, don't be too disappointed, I would say. And if you want to learn what actually is gonna help you for chronic back pain, I have a ton of resources for you, a ton of free resources too. Definitely check out the free book. Link to it is in the description. It goes into great detail on everything I tried, what worked, what didn't work, how you can go about creating your own strategy, your own blueprint. You can also take a quiz that's gonna craft a personalized blueprint for you. This is a tool that I've been working on for a long time. I think it's gonna be really useful for you. You're just gonna answer like a lot of questions. You're gonna basically give us a lot of context, and the program is gonna create a very strict, like very precise plan that you can follow long term. And I think you're going to learn how to measure, like how to do all of the things that you need. You're going to experiment with all the right things. You're going to try all the right things for you. I think this is going to be of great use for you. I also have an app which has a free tier as well. Definitely check that out. Building all of the right habits that you need to heal your back. And if you're serious about healing, you want to do it in the quickest way possible, with the least amount of pain possible, check out my course on healing back pain, the Back Pain Blueprint. I think this is going to actually be the most realistic way. I'm going to go into great detail there. I'm going to show you all the techniques, all the exercises, all the right ways you should think about this. You're going to see like a clear path towards healing. I think this is actually the best resource for you. If you want to work directly with me, have me in your corner all of the time, you should schedule a free call with me. We're going to do a free consultation call. We're going to see how we can maybe work together. You can have me like as a valuable resource, as a guide through this whole thing, because I've been through it all. Like, I suffered from this for 10 years. I'm definitely sure I can help you at least reduce your back pain, if not completely eliminate it. My name is Mate from Real Deal Heal. Thanks for watching this video. Drop a like if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell thingy if you have back pain, because these videos are going to be useful to you. If you know someone else struggling with these issues, share this video with them, share this channel with them. Any comments, any questions, go into the comment section. I will try to get to all of them. If you're interested in binging on these videos for whatever reason, if you want to continue with another relevant topic for chronic back pain, the video that's going to pop above me right about now should be a great resource for you to continue. I will see you there. Until next time, be brave.